Welcome back, welcome back. So, I've been thinking about a prophecy and trying to think to myself, what could make this prophecy come to pass? Because it's a doozy. Now, all the prophecies are, if you really pay attention, all of them, when you wake up to the truth, seem like things that are impossible. And I think that's why the Lord, you know, is the Lord. I think that's why he sets it up that way. So us men can try to figure it out, and when we don't, and we see what he does and how it happens, then we go, wow, he's a genius. That was a plan, because I don't know what possibly. And as you can see, I'm not trying to look my best today. I'm just natural. I don't feel like doing my hair up and combing it and patting it down and getting some nice clothes on and nah. Just want to look regular today. No showing off, no poking at women. I'm not gonna poke, but the prophecy is about women. Now I've already seen a couple of prophecies come true that I literally said to myself, "How? There's no way." Like when I was younger, all these laws weren't passed. All these events didn't happen. And in my mind, they would never happen. Like the towers being gone. I thought I'd always see the towers. Um, I thought I would never see the day that homosexuals would be allowed to be married. Not because I have my opinion and say they can or whatever, just know that's what I seen in my lifetime. So when you see things and people say, nah, it's always the way it's been, you think that's the way it's always gonna be. You get it? So the prophecy I'm thinking about is the Lord, the people, the men of the Lord are supposed to wake up in the future. We get decent enough with the Lord's eyes, where He's pleased with us, and things happen in the world or something, or maybe He puts His spirit on them or something. I don't know. I gotta look into this more. But I've mentioned it and recently played a video of it. Sound the horns. And it was about how when the Lord said He's gonna take the anklets and the bracelets and the makeup and He's gonna get rid of all of that stuff, right? Connected to that prophecy is that for every one Israelite man, there'll be 12 Israelite women that want him. Like I said in that other video. And that they would go as far as to say, keep your money. We're not doing the old way. You're the man, you pay for everything. No, it says they're gonna come with money and be like, I got my own, I got everything. All I want is your last name. I want to have kids with you. I need to be with you. Don't care about this stupid things anymore. I know I need my man. And I don't think it said anything about that Israelite man picking one woman. I don't know if we pick any of the women. Get it? because obviously at this time the world's fallen into sin and all these bad things the Israelite women are supposed to be doing and the Israelite men, right? But there's always the ones that are good or a little good and pushing towards. We all know good people. And I say to myself, what can happen where these women that are not so, you know, beating ahead and they're all the things men don't like and don't wife out. Like I keep explaining to you guys that there are good women, they're confused and they're in a delusion, but they didn't go all the way down the rabbit hole. But they jumped off the cliff. And then I wake up this morning and I find this video. And that's what made me start thinking about the prophecy, because I think it's the beginning. I think it's starting. I could be wrong, but I've never seen a time in my life where good black men, not rich black men, not our middle class black men, right? And it doesn't matter what class you're in. Why? Because my father said every class of those people can get down with him. But it also said it's harder for a rich man to get into heaven than a camel being put through the eye of a needle. So what does that mean for the poor man? It means rich man's doorway is the eye of a needle, and a poor man's doorway to heaven is really big. Get it? Duh. And I'm like, how will these women humble themselves and be like, I just want to be with you, but at the same time, the world's supposed to be the Israel men holding them down, so they ain't no getting up and you gonna get good job. No, y'all gonna stay where y'all at and move up a little bit. Maybe that's it. Ain't nobody giving y'all no positions of power and all that. It's not what your father said, so, you know. And I was like, how would they want to come back? They love power. They're like the other women in the world. They're like the other races of women. They think like them now. See, our people don't understand everything the world does. We are told to do opposite. We're told to think opposite. That's what will make us different from everyone else. And the opposite of the world is the Lord. That's what he chose us for. Nobody wants their job back, though. You want to work for these guys.
Do you think men are important? Like for what?
The exact same defect as the last one. Last time this happened, they had to import the engine, and it took damn near 2 months for me to get my car back. Wasn't as big of a deal then, because I had somewhere to live at the time. I do not now. I am in here. And if this happens again, if it takes them this long to replace the engine again, then that's it. That's it. I can't work. So I'm not going to be able to keep up with my payments. I'm not going to be able to do anything, and I'm not going to be able to...
Ladies, the strong black woman narrative is a scam. Wake up! I had a good run. I did everything the society told me to do. I worked really hard. I damn near broke my back. I paid all my bills. I put everybody...
This woman that's talking right now is beautiful. Beautiful. In my eyes. You know, eye of the beholder. But she does look good. Like, most people would agree. And she has her whole shit together. Her background, you could tell her nice apartment, big ass screen TV. She knows how to dress herself. She got her own hair. Guess what she don't got?
else first. I told them.
That's it. I can't work. So I'm not going to be able to keep up with my payments. I'm not going to be able to do anything, and I'm not going to be able to...
Ladies, the strong black woman narrative is a scam. Wake up! I had a good run. I did everything the society told me to do. I worked really hard. I damn near broke my back. I paid all my bills. I put everybody else first. I told men I was independent. I refused to accept won any special awards. My life has not changed drastically. So now I'm gonna reclaim my time, okay? When you see me now, know that I'm a soft bitch.
Do you think men are important? Like for what? We'll take a break.
I don't know. What we important for?
I'm just gonna tell you, I'm tired of having to keep my cool all the time, and people still fuck you over. So, I've been having car issues, okay? One car after another.
This woman needed car work done. She took her car to the GMC dealer and had serious issues. It's not her that's supposed to be taking her car to the dealership. It's her husband.
I don't know who came.
Now, he's right about that. Because other men are intimidated by other men, whether they like to admit it or not. So, other men know other men fuck with cars. So, when that man comes in and haggles, because he knows the game, he's a man. We know business is fake. We know everyone's making the fucking prices up. Dummy! So you have to know the prices, and if you don't know, you better, what I just tell you. I told you the game rigged, right? We know that yous don't get that. So when I get you by yourself and you're an idiot, I'm going to take advantage of you because you're an idiot. And yous have allowed your boys now for about 40 years, I'm proof of it, to not, be around those things. And then they took that shit out of high school, so they didn't learn it there. All the other nations that have fathers and, they're up a little bit, they have cars. So their car breaks down, and they get to at least watch daddy fix it. You get it? So now yous are stuck with men like me that don't know about cars. So if I go to the dealership, they can bamboozle me. But you know what I'm good for? I'm good for looking things up because I know niggas scam each other. Would you have done that? Oh, obviously she didn't. She didn't go on YouTube and say, let me see how much this is worth. Let me see if replacing an engine in a car is worth it. A man would have told you, no, it's done. Get a new one. Get a used one. Get a cheaper one. Get something you can afford.
Up with the concept.
Issues. It's not her that's supposed to be taking her car to the dealership. It's her husband.
I don't know who came up with the concept of strong, independent woman. I don't want that. I just want to make my own money. I don't want to take out my garbage.
White people did. And then they make up for yous to leave your men behind. That's why their women don't do it. See, their women are strong, but they're not independent. And the ones that are fucking mad they have to be. Do you get it? It's not just yous. All the older white women that are not getting picked by Chad and them, they're just like yous, and they have the cats and the fucking money and everything, and they're like, but I want this dream guy. He doesn't exist. And if you were smart, you just pick a regular man that's really beautiful. Like what men do? You get it? And then you wouldn't care what everybody said, and you would just do that. But that goes against what women naturally want. You just want somebody better than you. So can you say at the cost of your independence, or not because you're not independent, can you say at the cost of you being like a man and running the head of the house, you're head of your house, was that a good thing for yous? Have yous learned your lesson like Eve yet? Did you learn your lesson now? That, yes, you can be like You can be like God. See, Eve couldn't give birth before she bit the apple, get it? It was just Adam and Eve. They were immortal, dumbasses. That's why when she bites the apple, he goes, "You're going to birth in pain now." I don't think the Lord planned on them to be birthing because he knows everything. So, this is why Satan doesn't understand he's fucking an idiot. All he did was make the story go. Now, I feel bad for a lot of women because even though you have men that are qualified to be with you no matter what money you have, see, you keep thinking you can look at your life like a man and be like, well, I have education, I have money, so I should have this. No. No. What do all the older women say about older men that pick young girls? You only with her because she's young and stupid. You only with her because of did. No. No, it's not that they're dumb. They just haven't learned yet. Which means he's smarter, so he can be looked at a certain level. Better. You get it? When a woman is on a low level of knowledge and you're on a high level of knowledge, then that's like the same thing as Adam and God. Get it? And then you want to listen to this person because you see their kingdom is beautiful and you want to be next to the tree of life, his lightning rod. Get it? And you want to eat from the tree of life. Get it? Yous are mad that it's the natural way. And it has nothing to do with money. Yous don't get money is a currency. Money is a, like, I was reading the story of Mary, Virgin Mary, or Mary in the Bible, because I'm about to start doing some really crazy videos. That's some good ones. And it was saying about how, like, one of the Marys that we hear of in the Bible was actually Jesus' girlfriend or some shit like that. And he had children. And what do I keep saying that Jesus, aka Emmanuel, what did he do? He came onto a man's body. You don't think he would choose to have a wife? So, like, what did he say? I came to fulfill the law, right? That means he has to do all the laws in front of us to prove to everyone you're pussy, you're weak, and you just don't want to do this shit. So I'm going to do it in front of you and reap the rewards of it and show you the power from it. Get it? You don't think he's going to have to do the marriage laws? You don't think he's going to have to get married and prove that to be a good man and stuff and be like, look, this how you treat your wife. Stop fucking doing what you used to doing. He was the example, right? So wouldn't he have to example everything in life so we can just get it straight and be like, all right, now that I seen it, ain't that's what all the people say that go to church? What would Jesus do? What would he do in marriage? Would he date? Get it? So, I don't know what to tell women.
I want to put my gas. I don't want to get my oil changed. Who came up with that? Send me a man, because I don't want to do none of that.
This is why she wasn't losing weight.
I worked out
She
every
said it
day
straight
for a
up.
year.
Send me a man. I don't want to do none of that man shit. You crazy?
I've reached this point in my life where the strong, independent woman phase is dying down, like slowly dying down. Like I'm tired. I'm tired. And I've reached this point in my life where I have to really listen to myself. I have to listen to my body, and my mental health is more important than trying to do it all on my own. And it's
Now, she's another woman that looks really good. She looks like she's in 30s, maybe early 40s. Background, everything beautiful. Dresses decently, got a little bit of cleavage, but she got a little, She's not that bad. She ain't got the curly B with the fucking pink hair with the makeup and all the crazy. She's just a little, but she has a body. She works out, like, she's fit and friendly. But something obviously made her do this. I don't need no man telling me to do. And now she's like, whoa, I'm getting older and all of this is going to waste. And let's see what she says.
It's a lot, y'all. Like, trying to do this on your own is a lot, especially after. And I literally just don't have the time and the mental capacity anymore to continue trying to live about this image of being a strong, independent woman. I am not. I am a damsel in distress. I need help. Save me. Please.
This video shows the struggle a lot of women are facing.
That's 3 minutes of a 19-minute video. I think this guy just starts talking and everything and giving his opinion.
Because these...
Yeah, though that was such a, just a banger. And, it's just, like, that shit is sad, like, but at the same time, like I said, when I see things like that, it makes me think of the prophecies. And the prophecy said, not broke women, it said women that have their own money would be like men of Israel. Like, come on, I'm ready to go. Oh, I don't want to do this no more. Come on. So, this is why I think Kevin was trying to tell women, you don't have no choice but to get fit and friendly and stuff, because, he did quote the Bible a really lot of times, and that means he kind of believed it, so maybe he read the same thing and he had more understanding. And being at a high value man level, maybe he been around people that are higher than him, and he knows, it's about to get hard out here. He kept saying it. Winter's coming. You don't get it. But you're going to get it soon. And unfortunately, having relationships and all of that stuff, that's the least of our problems. Yous are wanting to come back and go with men and live another fantasy. Everything's alright now. The fucking world's falling apart around you, and you're worrying about being with a man. You're not even thinking about your soul. You're not thinking about if God's actually real, all this crazy stuff going on right now. If he called you home today, would you be in his grace? Do you even know what you did wrong? Do you even know the men that you left behind? Makes me upset because it takes for the fucking world to be in turmoil, and it takes for our women to grow up and hit 30 to 40 years old and realize this way of living is not going to work. I'm going to be alone. And now I'm too old, and in the back of your minds, you still want the Prince Rich guys and all of that. You don't want a good man. Sound the fucking horns. You just don't want a good man. You don't want a regular man. You just want the best of the average men now. Right? The manliest of us that know how to do all these things, right? A man's not just good enough. Even though there's all of you, and even if you pick all the average men, majority of dumbass is still gonna be alone. You don't realize yous outnumber even the average man. A lot of you are doomed. Do you get that now? Do you understand the math? Even if yous come back home by the truckload, yous only want to share. Yous don't want to share no man. Yous don't want to go back to the old ways. So that means your friend next to you, your aunties and all that, we're gonna watch them be on the street, and we're not gonna give them money and